Hello there, how are you?
वेल हाउ आर
Hi,
यू?
how are you doing?
कैसे हैं आप?
बिल्कुल ठीक ठाक हैं, आप लोग ठीक ठाक
बहुत
हैं?
Oh,
Enjoying. Hello Mohit, how are you?
I'm all right.
Good.
अरे सचित परमा कैसे हो?
Hi, sir.
लॉन्ग टाइम.
Long
Really
time.
long time?
I can like.
Really?
अच्छा.
I don't believe that one. Anyway, welcome to the Lyca Radio Network. It's great to have you. We are the largest UK network, radio network in the United Kingdom. Welcome. And it's lovely
Wow.
talking to you. So, firstly, हम पहले आते हैं the duo, the famous couple, जिसको हम सुनते हुए आए हैं, सालों साल से, and आपकी म्यूजिक जो है बहुत अच्छी होती है हमेशा, लेकिन एक लफ्ज जो हमेशा दिल को छू जाती है वो होता है हम सफर। और हम सफर का जो आपने जो कंपोज किया है एंड उसके बारे में हम कुछ बातें करेंगे, लेकिन सबसे पहले इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल सॉन्ग, आई लाइक टू से दैट फर्स्ट, इट्स अ लवली लवली सॉन्ग
थैंक यू.
रियली.
और आपने जो हिंदी में तारीफों के फूल बांधे हैं, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. बहुत बहुत
No, it's really nice, but tell me the creative process. I find this really interesting because obviously सब चीज का प्रोसेस होता है, बट आपने पहले लफ्ज चूज किया या पहले आपने हमसफर का लफ्ज चूज किया या पहले सबसे पहले आपने म्यूजिक क्रिएट किया, कैसा हुआ था?
पहले धुन आई,
हाँ.
the melody came first, and after that,
आई थिंक इट
जब
मूव्ड सर. जब हमने उनको मेलोडी भेजा, देन ही वाज लाइक, आई थिंक दिस इज द मेलोडी दैट आई एम लुकिंग एट. है ना सर? मतलब पहले आपको मेलोडी, आई थिंक द मेलोडी मूव्ड यू फर्स्ट.
It was the beginning of the song. कुछ words थे, कुछ नहीं थे, and एक abandon था. There was a sense of unheld back, energy that you probably would feel uh, when you're falling in love for the first time. The people tend to see it in a different way. I
Yeah.
see a lot of zing and energy and you know f- running around, and not it's not flowers seeming bright or the sky seeming blue. Or I see it more energy, more running around, more want to create a more creative a process. A better self of yours starts coming out. And I think this melody had all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only
And
started with that, just the melody. There was no music or nothing like that. When we shared the melody with him, it was just on a piano and a guitar. I remember, the three of us were sitting, and he wanted, actually, sir wanted कि मेरे को ना बिल्कुल plain सुनाओ,
just to
don't crowd it.
understand the melody, he wanted
Yeah.
to. So we played it on piano and I think guitar. I think
Yeah.
guitar and
guitar,
piano.
guitar.
Guitar. So उस पे फिर सर को सुनाया, and then I think he really liked this hook. Na 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 na. So it's a थोड़ा लंबा हुक है. So इसके लिए फिर then I think जब एडलिब एंड हुक दोनों था, है ना सर? Both
हाँ.
Yeah.
adlib and hook, we both.
Honestly, they have a very unusual structure. These guys, unlike a typical Hindi song that has a couple of mukhra lines and a chorus,
Yeah.
they start with the chorus.
Mm.
And
True.
we were like brainstorming a little before, and they were trying to follow the regular structure of how people like Hindi songs to be, and then something was not hitting it till they came with this. Because they
Okay.
got an idea, and it was more about we were working together for the first time,
Yeah.
and then he was understanding me, he was understanding the film, and then he said, "Sir, I think this is by the way this tune. We were working on some other tune, and then he came and he said, this. What about this tune?" And I said, "Wow, where did this
Yeah.
come from?"
I think वो रात के time पे I shared
Yeah,
with you.
नहीं मुझे याद है जाते हुए सुनाया था.
I'm loving that
जाते हुए
you two are
सुनाया
just
था.
coming into this
Correct,
flashback
correct.
mode. And
We were sitting on another melody, but
Yeah,
उसके बाद जब सर जा रहे थे and correct, तो
yeah,
तब थोड़ा सा गुनगुनाया था, बोले हाँ what was that?
yeah.
तब आपने वो चीज पकड़ी थी and then
I
we
said, now
developed.
let's work on this more. Let's work on this
Correct,
more, and then this
correct.
became so much better. And
हाँ.
so,
I'm
And
I'm
Then
loving this great
sir
flashback
and
that
me,
you're having.
they're morning friends. They wake up in the
Yeah.
morning. Chat. Sir and Sachet, they're morning friends.
He's the only music
Seven
They
director who
o'clock,
wake
doesn't
up
wake
they'll
at 8
all.
o'clock
talk.
in the morning.
Those-
I don't know why, but music directors just walk all through the night and then don't wake up in the morning. Sachet's the only one who's awake at 8 o'clock in the morning besides me.
Because I think we are just like not the night person. I mean, after
Yeah, they're
11,
not.
Hmm.
my switch goes off, and then I'm not,
Even
Oh,
we create everything, मतलब every melody, जो भी I think बनी है वो सब morning है. First thing, get up,
Yeah.
create something good.
yeah. Your mind is fresh then as well. ये भी
Yes.
होता है ना, कुछ नाश्ता वाश्ता खा के mind fresh हुआ.
No, sometimes not even we have not started the day also, and sometimes आंखों में ऐसे नींद है, and it is that way.
और फिर कभी कभी अक्सर रात में भी जब मेलोडीज आती है तो यू कीप मतलब आई कीप माई फोन नेक्स्ट टू मी ओनली, तो फिर वो अगर होता है तो रिकॉर्डिंग ऑन कर लेते हैं and just record.
Do you feel pressure? You're working with Mohit Suri, who's in the industry for 20 years, Mubarak ho, by the way. So
Thank you.
you're working with somebody who's done some great amazing films. And, Mohit Suri, जब मैंने भी जब start किया था radio like 25 years ago, this was like the era where, यार गाना एक ट्रेंड बन जाता है कि इनकी फिल्म का गाना अच्छा होने ही वाला है ना.
बिल्कुल
So वो ट्रेंड बन गया है, and in my mind is well, मोहित सूरी की फिल्म में तो गाना तो अच्छे होंगे. So do you feel the pressure when he's asking you to compose a song? आपको लगता
I
है
feel the pressure. I feel the pressure.
you feel the pressure?
No, I think more than the pressure, it is, suddenly, you feel more responsible all of a
Yeah.
sudden that, you have to give good songs.
Yeah.
For, 10 दिन और नहीं सो, 20 दिन और नहीं सो, don't do anything, just be focused, more focused that,
पता है एक और
because, he justifies, sorry.
हाँ please go ahead.
There is nobody who can justify a song better than Mohit sir. I mean, when we saw the song on screen, I was like, it's
You
kya
got
hai?
goosebumps.
Goosebumps. Like,
She was
he's
थोड़ी सी
marrying the
emotional.
audio with the video so well that it lifts the song. I was like,
Yeah.
sir, आप
मुझे
ये
नहीं
फिर
लगता
से
किसी भी एक कंपोजर का एक क्या उसका सिंगर का एक सबके दिमाग में जो भी कभी कोई नया भी आ रहा होगा तो उसकी ना इच्छा होगी कि
ख्वाब होगा.
हाँ एक उसकी विश लिस्ट में मोहित सर का नाम जरूर होगा. मुझे ऐसा ये पक्का है. तो
हाँ.
उनमें से एक हम लोग भी रहे हैं एंड
हाँ.
बट आई थिंक इट टुक मेनी इयर्स कि हम साथ में कर पाए एंड और वी वर
बहुत अच्छा किया. बहुत अच्छा किया. But
वेरी
but ये जो सॉन्ग है ना, ये एक्चुअली जो आवाज आपने जो दी है, इट्स एक्चुअली रियली स्टैंड्स आउट. मतलब कि ये इस सॉन्ग में बहुत सारे सॉन्ग्स रिलीज होते हैं, बट कभी कभी एक होता है ना, दिल को छू लेता है, तो वो रियली स्टैंड्स आउट एंड वो मैच भी कर रहा है जो आपके एक्टर्स हैं, एक्ट्रेसेस हैं.
His voice, I think, suits my actor the most, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like Sachet's got like this like young boy, which is like 25 years old. Actually,
I-
Parampara behaves that way, no?
I
Yeah.
think he still
Baap
sounds
ban gaya, but he still behaves like a 25-year-old, no? This boy.
Correct,
Sachet.
बट सर इंटरव्यू में नहीं बोलने का सर. इंटरव्यू में
बोलिए कुछ नहीं होता. Free and easy should be life. बोलिए. But
घर का प्यार
but
है,
I
that's it.
would say that when he's making music, he's most honest that time.
Yeah, he's very.
He's
Both of
very,
them, I'm telling you honestly, it's so pure seeing them work together.
Yeah.
That's how he when he sings and he hits the sur and she compliments him, and without saying anything, she just looks at him and he knows how to. It's amazing. I once got my wife to see them.
Yeah.
Then I also got my actors to see them because they're playing musicians in the film. One writes and the other one composes.
jamming together actually.
And
Yeah.
so I just wanted to see their body language when they were jamming in my office. Even if they could get 10% of that, I would get a great performance out of them. So
That's
it's really great to see these two how they work. It's so pure and it's so.
I think it
At the
came
same
out,
time.
most honest, I think maybe in front of you, sir, because there was no shield. There was no shield, between a music director and a director. We were just following your vision, sir.
Thank you. I really try to make sure that, I think people don't. See, the biggest thing is I've never actually put pressure on any music director ever to say, give me a blockbuster song or give me a hit song. Yes, I do say no to a song if I don't think it's a bad song. It's not fitting my film.
Yes.
There's no such thing as a bad song. To make melody fall together, it's one of the most difficult processes and most divine processes, I think. to create a melody. Music is one of the most greatest gifts I think God has given mankind. I think,
Yeah,
and these
it's
are
true.
these are the guys who are bringing it here. So I don't know any sur tal scale
Sometimes, I'll
at
tell
all.
you, being very, very honest, sometimes, if you're if you're not able to, come out with a good melody, it really hurts. And
Yeah,
suddenly, it's suddenly, you take a backseat that, why is it not coming to me? Is it not going to come? कब आएगा एक अच्छा गाना या एक अच्छी ट्यून कब निकलेगी? So that question mark always lies with us. But sometimes होता है, आप time देते हो, and eventually everything falls into place with
Yeah.
right people, with right film, with right album, whatever you want to
mm.
call it. But I think वो हो जाता है when you are surrounded with good creativity.
No, it's true. And of course, always the man who's heading it, if he makes you comfortable, then your work automatically becomes comfortable as well, na? Aisa bhi hota hai. So
Yes, yes.
yeah. Mohit, just asking you, once again, 20 years in the industry, but what does romance is always, a big part in your movie, especially. लेकिन romance through music, personally to you, खास करके अभी जो सैयारा के context में कुछ बताइए
जी.
कि how are you feeling? How did you feel this Saiyaara to come out? Are you happy with what's come out? And what's the fear or what's the hope that you're looking forward to with Saiyaara?
That's a lot of questions in one. But the truth is, yeah, people think I'm very good at music. I'm actually not very good at music. I like making love songs. So even if you see my thrillers or whatever that I always did, in the song that Sachet sang for Malang was a love song
Yeah,
called Hamra.
yeah. Beautiful song, beautiful.
Yeah. So I think even in a film which was a who done it, whatever, and all that stuff, and all the songs were all romantic songs. And I have nothing against the fact that there's a dance number or some other number and all. I just don't know how to do it very well. So I invariably compose a love song and I change the programming to make it into a dance song or something like that with Bola Mein Wo Baatein or whatever. But to talk about the journey, I think yeah, I never planned to make love stories or something like that. I think what you learn over the last 20 years is uh, when you're on the set or when you're doing something, whether editing or composing a song or whatever, there is one moment where you're doing it not for your job and not for the money that you're being paid, but what you really enjoy doing. The
Yeah,
excitement with those butterflies in the stomach when when you're doing that, and you really think that you're doing something that you really like doing and not a 9 to 5 job,
so
but
true.
something you're going beyond the hours and it's pushing you beyond it. And those was when I was shooting these emotional scenes or these love scenes, or when I never planned it, and or making a love song or editing a love scene. I understood that these are the portions that make me happy, and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
It just so happens that I think love actually is like those epical love stories like Veer Zara, British or Madison County,
yeah,
or they happen at a very young age, which is with Ashiki, Saiyaara,
yeah,
मैंने प्यार किया. It happens at a young क़यामत से क़यामत तक. So love is either classic or young. And I opted for the latter, and that's what
yeah,
Saiyaara actually has been. It was a script I was trying to make, but I knew it required young people, but they were at that time post COVID. There were not too many people who believed in making a love story with newcomers.
yeah,
I think this whole thing of new age love and Gen Z is a little overexploited, because I
yeah.
think love basically as a language could have changed its technology form, but it hurts the same way, it breaks the same way, it wants someone the same way.
True.
As I was mentioning somewhere else also, we had love letters that turned into telephone calls, which turned into messages or chats, which turned into DMs today.
Yeah,
But people still feel the same thing. In the end,
they
you
do.
urge for human contact. You urge for connection of two hearts, not the connection of technology.
And we have
Uh,
the two lovebirds there as well as
yeah,
an
it's
example.
amazing, right? And the magic that comes out with them. So yeah, we can change the actors and change the form of how we watch the film, but
The feelings are the
love
same.
stories are here to stay.
Yeah, always, always. And they always
Yeah.
work, right? It's great music, great
Yeah.
directing, production, everything works really well.
Yeah, and great music. Like I haven't even seen a Hollywood love story with a bad song. Like Titanic
Yeah.
had a great song, My Heart Will Go On, or
Right.
even Ghost, which was with Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze, or Dirty Dancing.
True,
So
true.
forget so Hindi movies also, whether it's and I remember seeing Titanic, which is a prehistoric film in college.
Yeah.
It's a film about whenever the Titanic sank. I saw it in college with the girlfriend in college, cried then. Then it released 25 years later when Ashiki was releasing. I saw the
Awesome.
re-release, I cried the same time. And this is a film that is supposed to be past in history. And they say that it will not connect to another generation. So
There you go. It does.
yeah, I mean, when Jack dies, it hurts. You cry for Rose.
Yeah.
We all do.
Is that a hint that this is going to have a sad ending?
It's a Mohit Suri film. There's something you can expect that is not usual.
Well, I wish you all the luck, and I honestly,
Thank you so much.
You have a reputation of great music, and you have some great composers with you. So I wish you all the luck. Thank you for talking to us here at the Lyca Radio Network.
Thank you so much.
Your songs are on high rotation on our radio stations. We have.
Please play it higher, especially the new song.
Yes, of course. So
higher and higher.
We're covered in London, Manchester, the Midlands, so we are the largest network. So your songs are on full blast everywhere in all the locations. So all the best. Good luck. It's great talking to you. And looking forward to the next few songs and talking again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. All the best.